long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I did a video. Actually, I didn't do a video. I actually got called out by an individual by the name of WillyMacShow, who I believe, and I still don't know if it's a meme or not, I believe is going to be the new host of Drama Alert. Thank you, Font Knight. I believe is going to be the new host of Drama Alert when Keemstar retires, like fully, like goes through with his entire retirement. I'm pretty sure WillyMacShow is the person set to replace him, though I may be wrong. Anyway, Willie Mack made a call-out video on me, or I guess wanted to debate me. I don't remember the exact line of events, but what I do remember is that I ended up debating WillyMacShow on Augie RFC and Bo Black's show. They had together their like podcast live stream type thing they did together, and I ended up debating him. And let's just say Augie and Bo Black's and Nick Diorio's audiences weren't exactly on my side at the start of the debate, and even they agreed that I won the debate. WillyMacShow unironically argued that having the take that we should bring back slavery isn't a political statement, and just had some really cringe memes come out of it. But I've always been of the opinion that I don't think WillyMacShow is a bad guy. I think he had some dumb political takes during our debate, but I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he's like a Nazi or even a conservative necessarily. I haven't seen enough of him to even know if he's a conservative. I just think he's had some like pretty bad political opinions in the past. And you know what? The guy's made some good content. I'm subbed to him for a reason. Guy's made some good videos. I've had people comment on my debate with him. Oh man, I can't believe I got unsub from this guy now. I really like his videos. I'm like, you don't have to unsub from him because I beat him in a debate. He makes good videos. You can keep watching his videos. You don't have to like unsub from him just because I won a debate against him. Like you can still like his content. Like what the fuck? Like some of you guys legitimately will like base whether or not you can watch a streamer or a YouTuber anymore and whether or not they won or lost a debate. You guys really have to stop doing that, okay? Just because WillyMacShow lost a debate with me does not mean that he's like a bad dude or his content isn't worth watching or you should unsubscribe. Matter of fact, he recently, just 6 days ago, put out a brand new video in which, just judging off the thumbnail and title, although I've only seen the first like 30 seconds of it, seems pretty fucking based. It's called TheQuartering's, the anti-SJW SJW content audit. 17 minutes long, not too big, but I haven't seen it yet. And you know what? If WillyMacShow is acting based, okay, I saw the first 51 seconds of it, okay? That is the extent to my cheating on this segment, okay? I've seen the first 51 segments of it. Besides that, it seems pretty based. And if WillyMacShow is coming out and he's having based takes, then far be it from me to not engage in positive reinforcement and compliment him for having good takes. So let's see what his thoughts are.
Back to another episode of the Willie Mack Show. Today is a big day because we're going to be talking about an even bigger neckbeard than me. Yes, we're going to be talking about The Quartering, aka Jeremy.
Oh wait, I don't have a neckbeard right now. Inside, and all I see are demons.
Quartering is a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers.
I try to hide. It's a good song.
Videos. In fact, I like to call him the anti-SJW SJW. Now, I could make a video talking about how hypocritical he is. He's the kind of guy that will complain about old tweets being brought up to cancel people when he's done the exact same thing. I could talk about how lazy and brain dead his content is. He just sits there and reads articles, doing no extra research. Like when he uploaded a video about how a primary school apparently had litter boxes in the bathrooms for students that identified as cats.
There's stories swirling all over the internet about a Michigan school allegedly putting litter boxes in their bathrooms for students who identify as cats or who are, I guess, furries in the school. Now, of course, they denied these claims, and we'll have to leave it up to you to figure out who's telling the truth here.
Bro, you're the one making the video. How is it up to me to figure out the truth? The school says it isn't the case. There's been no evidence of this being the case. So why pretend like it is? It's so lazy. Jeremy's content is so lazy, he will have a sponsorship to read for a video and accidentally cut it off halfway through reading it, ending the video early.
Use code TheQuartering at checkout at Meta PCs. I know I'll be getting myself a brand new one before the...
Oh my god, what?
Do they get half
Wait,
their
no
money back
shot.
since you only read half their sponsorship? TheQuartering's the type of guy that'll say something in a video.
No shot. Wait, oh my god, this is fucking vicious, dude. Oh my god. Like, wait, hold on. Low key though, this is a pretty good takedown video already. 2 minutes in on with Willie Mack, like already he's brought up some like pretty inarguable criticisms that like, oh. These kind of sting. He's going hard already. God damn.
Racist or homophobic, and he'll catch himself, but he'll just forget to edit it out. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody start a sentence with, "It's not a false equivalency," and then realize by the end he just made a false equivalency.
It's not a false equivalency. My entire point is simple. Change one word. Imagine me saying, hey, I just started exclusivelygames.com. I'm only hiring white people, straight white males. Because, I mean, the entire industry is full of, LGBT or women.
Wait, holy based on Willie Mack's part. Wait, I think this is like implicitly Willie Mack like pointing out that like when Jordan Peele, I think it is, that makes like he's like starting his own. Holy shit! Thank you. He's starting his own like cinematic universe right now. He's making a new movie called Nope. It's I forget what his name is. He makes good movies. What's his name? He directs them and writes them. He was on Key and Peele. I forget which one. I don't associate their names with their faces. I just think Key and Peele, and I watch the sketches. It was Jordan Peele. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. So the first movie he made was Get Out. And then the second movie he made was Us. And then the next movie is Nope. Is he like doing, like, is he making a sentence with these movie titles? Get Out, Us, Nope. What's the next one going to be? Is he actually like forming a sentence? If he is, that would be pretty funny. The next is just going to be Among Us. Okay, listen. All right. Basically, this is WillyMacShow actually pointing out that when Jordan Peele really like mostly just hires like mostly POC actors for his movies, because he sees it as like a way to sort of fight against the lack of representation of POC and whatnot in the movie industry. And then the Quartering tries to draw an equivocation having only white men in movies and realize it's not true. Like implicitly, this is Willie Mack saying like defending that, which I think is pretty cool. Looks like Willie Mack's politics are probably just like I unironically think Willie Mack probably just had like a little bit of an off day with that one debate. I feel like from what I've seen of him, at least, generally since that debate, his politics haven't been that disagreeable. I don't know what was up with that debate, but like generally he seems pretty much fine as far as his politics go, especially watching this video.
No, I guess that wouldn't be a fair equivalency.
No shit, you should have edited that out. Now I could make a 4-hour video on just how flimsy and weak this guy's principles are. He's a walking, talking hypocrite, but if you watched as many quartering videos as I have, you already know that Jeremy doesn't give a shit about his principles. So why should I? Instead, I'm just gonna make a video about how much of a loser he is.
I love hentai, I need hentai in my life. All day, I love hentai, I need hentai in my life.
Jeremy likes cartoons, maybe a little bit more than most people. He was angry about a remake of She-Ra.
For those of you that don't know, this is the original She-Ra.
This is a classic one.
She-Ra probably should look. Let's take a look at the original beauty from the 80s.
Yo, what the fuck?
Notice that it went from a princess, right? Because that was okay back in the 80s, femininity, you know, it was okay for women to be women. Nowadays, that's different, right? We want all of our women to be androgynous or male-like. And notice now all of a sudden she's an orphan. Why? Who knows?
Because it's a reboot.
Yes, that's right. On the left is the new She-Ra. She-Ra. And here is old She-Ra.
This image that they always tossed around of this character, I always thought this looked like really bizarre because like there was an edit. There was an edit that somebody did of this image of the She-Ra character where they took away the long hair and were like, look, this character is basically a dude, right? Just with long hair. And then someone tried to make like that claim. But then like this one image of the show, which was the only thing that was out at the time of that show really, which is what everyone got mad about. Then the show came out and like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't look exactly like this in the show. Like, I'm pretty sure they change up her design a little bit. Like it's not more sexualized or anything, but I think like, if I remember from like more images I've seen of the show and response videos I've had to make, like I'm pretty sure this isn't like, I'm pretty sure she looks a bit more feminine in the in the show when it fully releases, you know, just like generally. Because like I'm pretty sure this character is supposed to be underage, but like I'm pretty sure they just make her look more feminine like in the show. This is like some concept art or something they dropped.
I don't know if you notice anything here, but that's a man.
Is it just because she doesn't have big tits, Jeremy? Is that why?
That's a man. That is...
Okay, yeah. This is the image that I saw. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the image I was talking about, where somebody like drew the same like format but without the long hair or whatever, or like edited out the long hair. Yeah, it's really fucking weird how he like thirsts like over the fact that she's not sexualized, being an underage character and what have you. But like even in the first place, like you just make fun of him for the fact that like this isn't really representative of her final character model really in the show. Like, at least what I've like seen of it, she seems like quite a bit more feminine in the show than this art depicted.
She-Ra's body? That is a She-Ra action.
Not that there would be anything wrong with it in the first place, but it's just funny that the quartering is so wrong that even if he was right about the character design looking that way, he's still wrong. He's still wrong. Like on every premises. That's what's so funny about it.
Figure.
Yeah, it's definitely about the titties. I don't really understand because didn't he say the remake was about an orphan girl? And he's mad over the boobs? He then posted a big titty hentai picture on Twitter captioned "Cope." I saw this and I was trying to understand, I'm trying to rationalize in my head, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I really liked a show growing up when I was a kid, and then they remade it with all these changes, I would be upset too. But then he says he never even really liked the show that much.
He-Man was my jam when I was young, and She-Ra obviously not really, other than, you know, my sister, you know, likes She-Ra.
Then why the fuck do you care? It just makes me think you jerk off to cartoons.
But, I mean...
I don't know if he's going to include it. God damn. Oof. Sheesh. Okay, one thing I will say is the Quartering regularly does this little bit at the start of some of his videos where it's like, it'll be him, like, okay, so let's say Brie Larson. Hey, look, Captain Marvel's on the screen. There we go. Let's say Brie Larson sneezes, okay? She sneezed on camera, okay? Horrible sin for someone to engage in. The Quartering has to make a video about it. He'll start that video with, like, a little bit where it's him seeing the art, like, seeing it come up on Twitter, and he's, like, realizing that happened. And then it's him opening a new tab and Googling how much it costs to buy, like, a brand new below-ground swimming pool. And that'll be like the start of his little, because he does a little bit where it's like he's being self-aware about being a grifter and just doing it for the money. Yeah, he's acknowledged it several times.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna
Amplitory too. Thanks for the Prime sub on Twitch, by the way.
I'm definitely gonna pleasure myself to this picture later. So joke's on you. Joke's on you.
No, Jeremy, the joke is definitely still on you.
But you wonder what little girls,
Okay,
if they are viewing this and it's sold to them as like this female empowerment thing and all that, what do they have to look up to? And you wonder what the young men's generation, the young men of this day are going to have to look forward to in women.
Absolutely nothing. They should all just kill themselves because She-Ra doesn't have tits.
True.
Jeremy is the most woke YouTuber I know. He talks more about LGBT, race, and diversity than any other creator. My favorite take from Jeremy is when he talks about diversity in Apex Legends. Extreme wokeness in Apex Legends proves SJW
agender robots.
Gamers. Okay, Jeremy, tell me about this extreme wokeness.
If you want
here
me
comes
to
the agender
get
robots
real here on a Friday, I don't think that it was a mistake that when you look at the Legends roster and
here
you
it comes,
a non-binary character, a gay Pacific Islander, a black female with pink hair, a robot that's agender or something like that. You have a female and another female.
We got a female and another female. That's 3 females in one genderless robot? Dude, the politics this game is pushing is way too much. It's way too woke for me.
Wait, dude. WillyMacShow's actually based, dude. Wait. Willie Mack, if you're down to, like, come on, if you see this, maybe you will. Like, if you're down to come on stream at some point and, like, have, like, a more updated political discussion, like, I feel like it'll go a lot better and way more productively than our last one did. If you want to have, like, a more, updated conversation, because I feel like a lot of what I was discussing in that video was about how content like TheQuartering's can sort of push people further to the right. And the fact that Willie Mack is willing to make a lot of these criticisms tells me that, like, I think he might maybe agree with me at least a little bit more than he previously did now, because at the very least, it feels like at least some of these criticisms acknowledge that TheQuartering's content, despite its broad apolitical appeal, can help to move people more towards the right. And that is something that TheQuartering tries to do.
Jeremy, I got a solution for you, man. We get somebody, they could mod the game for you, put some big old titties on that robot. You can get big titty robot for Apex Legends.
And you have. Again, just going to put this out there, the only outwardly straight white male being fat and bearded, also behind a paywall.
Oh, no way.
Also not true. You're just bad, Jeremy. You're just bad at Apex. Do you guys want to know how good at Apex I was? Honestly, it would have been around the time when TheQuartering released this video. I killed the best Wraith player in the world at the time on video, and it was footage in my very first political video. Do you guys remember my video about Notch going off the deep end? In that video, I killed 100 Thieves Lifted, who at the time was the best Wraith player in the world, and he was playing Wraith. I wiped him and his whole team. Go back to my very first video. Notch has gone off the deep end. Watch the part where it's in the desert. It's kind of like a deserty area kind of the map, and I'm approaching a house, and I'm using the scout, and I'm shooting at people, and I run into the house, and I kill everybody in there. That's when I kill him. His name in the game is 100T_lifted. He was the best player at the time, and I fucking wiped the floor with him first week the game came out. And it was like, in footage, I was just recording just because I wanted some high kill footage for, like, the background of some political video I was making, my very first political video. I was like, I'm gonna make a political video. Let's play Apex Legends. I'm pretty good at this game. I feel like I can get a high kill game in it, and it'll look good for the video. And then I played it, and I got like a 12 kill game. And in that game, I squad wiped like some of the best players in the world. It was pretty dope. I was really good at Apex, dude. If instead of around the time I started playing Apex, I could have either become a pro Apex player or gone for the politics thing. Those could have been my two options. I went for the politics thing, and I'm kind of glad that I did because Apex fucking died. So it's a really good thing I didn't pursue becoming a pro Apex player, because I could have been. I was so fucking good at that game. The second I started playing it, I feel like I just had like a natural talent at it. I was like getting 5 kill games my first like few games playing it. Like I like won a ridiculous amount of games in that game. Yeah. I came back to it recently, but since I stopped playing it, obviously everyone's like gotten better than me. But when it first dropped, I was ridiculously good at that game.
Jeremy's in Apex.
So I say that because you don't have to buy this character. You can get him just by playing normally, I'm pretty sure. At least you could back when the game dropped.
Legends? People have it dead wrong about Jeremy. I've seen people call him homophobic in the past, sexist, but they forget when Marvel announced their new superhero Valkyrie was going to be LGBT, Jeremy was very supportive, tweeting, "I am here for it. I want full on, full nude, hardcore lesbian sex. No cutaways to sunset. It's gotta be sweaty, slippery, lesbian intercourse with the lights fully on, multiple times throughout the movie. If Disney doesn't do this, then they don't care about inclusion." Well,
okay, to be fair, that sounds good to me, but also, I think DC might end up doing this before Disney, okay? Like guys, I'm not shitting you guys. In the new DC show, Peacemaker, you see full frontal pussy. Multiple times. Full frontal pussy. Full frontal pussy, it's great. If we're getting that anytime soon in superhero media, it's gonna be DC before it's Marvel.
Well, if you ever wondered what kind of porn Jeremy watches, there you go.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. I'll be making fucking dough in the pizzeria.
I didn't expect this to be a slide when I started making this video, but at this point I know too much. We know he jerks off to cartoons, lesbian superheroes, and potentially gendered video game robots. But did you know he had a fetish? During a live stream, he accidentally showed his recent search history, and forced cream pie was the first thing that popped up. I wasn't really sure what that was, so I put it in Google, and a bunch of rape fetish porn popped up. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with that information, but since
The implication of forced cream pie is when you make it's when the girl doesn't want you to nut in her pussy, but yeah, it's rape. It's when you nut. It's rape. It's a rape fetish. Okay, doesn't mean that the quartering is like a rapist, but it definitely seems to indicate that he's got a rape fetish. Yeah, he's definitely got a rape fetish. Hey, listen, that's the only thing we don't know though is. We don't know if he was looking up forced cream pie on women or men getting forced cream pied. That's what we need to find out, because he only searched forced cream pie. He didn't search whether or not he was looking to see men or women get forced cream pied. So frankly, it could be either.
I'm forced to live with it, you should be too. So congratulations.
You're so fucking ugly and your face is
fucking foul. Jeez, you're so fucking loud. You should shut your fucking mouth.
Jeremy cares a lot about looks. He cares a lot about how his cartoons look, and he cares a lot about how his woman looks. Famously, he made fun of the way Megan Fox looks.
I stand by that. Megan Fox had way too much plastic surgery, and she looks like a cement face, in my opinion.
Yeah,
fuck?
In my opinion.
Yeah, let's be real, okay? Listen, I think that there's a time and a place for personal insults, but like, you have to, yeah, it is the best Pink Guy. Shut the fuck up is the best Pink Guy song. But like, you gotta be careful throwing bricks from glass houses, Jeremy. Sorry, buddy. Listen, hit the gym, shave up a little bit, get a haircut, a little better hygiene. Maybe you can drop those insults, okay? But not for a hot minute, okay?
Being a sexist asshole is one thing, and that's not okay. But let's not pretend for a second that being attractive, male or female, doesn't put you on easy mode for things like Twitch and YouTube. Well, I have to commend the core.
Okay. There is actually an ounce of truth to this, but he's using this logic for like a really dumb argument, okay? Okay. Being attractive, male or female, does absolutely, I wouldn't say puts you on easy mode, but gives you some level of an advantage at the very least, okay? Listen, all right? WillyMacShow even is a good-looking guy. Listen, all right? Even if he's not your type, WillyMacShow is certainly not an unattractive guy, okay? I think he could probably do pretty well in the dating scene if he was out there dating. I don't know if he is. I don't know his personal life, but he's not a bad-looking dude, right? I don't think I'm a bad-looking dude, okay? Like, but being attractive, or at the very least not being unattractive, conventionally speaking, gives you some level of an advantage. Especially if you're a woman on the internet. Being an attractive woman on the internet does give you an extra bit of an advantage, even to being an attractive guy on the internet, because unfortunately, and this I think is a product of sexism. I think a lot of feminists would say that this is a product of sexism. Women have sort of been given, like, women being attractive in our society, unfortunately, almost acts as like that is like, in and of itself, like a virtue in your like point for you, right? Like a personality trait almost, that could count positively for you. And I would argue it's a product of sexism, but it does exist, and you could argue that it privileges women online. And I think that's a real criticism that you can make, or maybe not a real criticism, a real observation you can make. I just don't think the quartering is making that observation.
It's not okay.
Also, Pokimane doesn't wear 6 pounds of makeup, okay? As far as, like, women wearing makeup goes, Pokimane is probably on the lighter side. Like most women I know that wear makeup put on, like, elegant eyeliner and shit, and, like, lipstick that, like, actually, like, puts, like, contour and shit. Like, she doesn't really go that deep into the makeup thing. Like, she seems to really, like she doesn't really do anything that changes up the foundation of her face. Like, if you see her face with makeup and without it, she looks the same. It's just her skin's a little bit less clear. Like, she puts on makeup that makes her skin less, like, more clear, and her eyebrows a bit more darker, and, like, her lips stand out. She doesn't do anything to change up her face shape or anything like that. I've seen the pictures of her without makeup. Like, she doesn't really do much that changes the shape of her face. Like, that really misleads you on how she looks. If you've seen a woman without makeup before, you should be able to look at Pokimane and know what she would look like without makeup. Like, that, like, once you lose your virginity and you've been with a few women that wear makeup, especially if you've ever seen them wear makeup or talked to them about it, you start to get like, you start to understand like what a woman looks like when she isn't wearing makeup more realistically. And like dudes like the Quartering apparently aren't quite there yet.
But let's not pretend for a second that being attractive, male or female, doesn't put you on easy mode for things like Twitch and YouTube. Well, I have to commend the Quartering because his looks definitely don't put him in easy mode. In fact, I'm sure it makes it very, very hard for him.
He is playing on hard mode in that respect.
There's a reason she wears 6 pounds of makeup, and it's not because she wants to. Bro,
Oh, wait, really? Wait, our forced cream pie is when the girl forces the dude to cream pie, not the other way around? Jeremy is a sub confirmed? Wait, that's actually like my nightmare. My nightmare is that like I'm fucking a girl and she's secretly been doing like thigh exercises for months and she just fucking puts me in a death lock when I'm about to nut. That's my nightmare. Listen, okay, if that ever happens, all right? Listen, if a girl ever puts me in a death lock like with her legs when I'm about to nut, she's going flying across the room and I'm going to jail for it probably, okay? Because I'm not having children. I'm not playing. Yeah, more like forced child support. That should be the name of the fetish. Yeah, I'm really into forced child support. That could be the name of that fetish. Yeah, I'm sorry. If a woman ever does that to me, she's going flying, all right?
you try to own people by tweeting out hentai. Shut the fuck up. Help! 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 The Quartering isn't exactly the coolest YouTuber out there. One time his wife left his drunk ass in the basement while she went and got pizza for herself, and he was molding the whole time.
My wife went out for pizza without me, and I'm angry about it. So I'm going to win this round.
This is when he pissed. This is when he pissed.
If I don't win this round, I'm going to pee in my own basement.
And he doesn't mean pee in the basement bathroom. Oh, no, no, no. See,
pee in the
mad
drain.
at his wife, so he's going to pee on the basement floor.
I don't have a toilet down here. All I have is a drain in the floor. I feel like we're going to have to use it, though. Get up!
God, he was so drunk. He was so drunk. Oh, he was so fucking wasted, dude.
Oh my God. I just peed in my basement. No.
Actually, though, if he owned it, I'd respect him a lot more. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be too opposed to having a piss drain installed right in the middle of the floor here, you know? Just like a nice little piss drain. You just piss right in the drain, a little hose, you know, just spray the little area there with the hose, you know, afterwards, and, you know, it drains out, and you got your little piss drain, you know? You never have to go to the bathroom when you gotta pee. You just take a little quick piss drain. If he owned it and said, yeah, I got a piss drain. What, you walk all the way upstairs and go to the bathroom? Yeah, fuck you, I piss in my drain. If he owned it, I'd respect it, okay? All he'd have to do is own it, and I would respect it.
Not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain.
She just fucking farted.
My favorite character.
Did you hear that fucking fart, dude? Listen to it.
No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain.
Rips ass.
Is probably my favorite character arc on his channel. He once uploaded a video completely shit-faced.
This platform is crumbling from the inside out, and they have
holy shit! Look at his camera
creators.
flicker.
And they have abandoned creators.
I feel so powerless. More and more creators are reaching out to me who are being taken advantage of by people promising to be sponsors, and then they get their channel stolen, their livelihood stolen, and I can't do anything about it.
And I can't do I can't do it.
To be fair, he was raising awareness about an important issue at that time, where there was like scammers pretending to be sponsor channels, scamming people and getting their like login credentials, if I remember that correctly. That was like good thing to raise awareness about, but the Quartering will basically cover whatever's in the news, like, and getting talked about because he knows it'll make money. So he wasn't like raising awareness of this out of his goodwill or like the kindness of his heart. He was doing it because he knew it would make money. And I guess he got drunk beforehand, so he could really play up the sad, like, upset virtue signaling aspect of his video. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Anything about it.
I make these videos. I make another video. I ask you all to please like it and share it and tag you YT creators on Twitter. Please do that with this one too, because it's literally the only freaking thing I can do. Nothing. Nothing.
It's okay, Jeremy. I still appreciate your efforts, man. The Quartering is someone who's very proud of himself when he helps somebody out. He once what looks like drove himself home drunk from the bar and then posted a video to Twitter making himself emotional about how great he is.
Is he an alcoholic?
I'm so proud of all of you. What good is a platform if you can't do good with it?
Yeah, this guy's wasted in the driver's seat of a car.
I fucking love all of you. Fuck all the haters. For as much
Oh God, he
drama
is.
milking as I do, we do.
And he's like
so
drunk.
much more good.
Jeremy, how can you see how much
He's
good
like
you're
drunk,
doing when
drunk.
you can't even keep both your eyes open?
And it has absolutely nothing to do with me. And everything to do with all
He's
of
not
you.
buzzed. He's not buzzed.
Seriously?
Oh, chat. My mom got me a present for Christmas. A little late Christmas present. Do you want to know what she got me? A pocket breathalyzer. Which means we could potentially do a drinking stream sometime down the road where I can literally do a breathalyzer test to show how drunk I am. I don't know when we'll do it, but it's got to be for some special occasion or event or something. But yeah, I got a pocket breathalyzer. It's about the size of my hand. I just blow into it for about 30 seconds, and then it puts my blood, like my alcohol content, up on the thing, and I can show it to the stream and tell you guys exactly how drunk I am. On Valentine's Day? Oh, do you want to do it then? That could be fun. How about that? How about that? Because on Valentine's Day, me and Lonnie are actually going to be doing a stream together where we review the 1v2 debate I did against the horny police, if you remember that. It's probably my favorite debate. We're going to get a little bit of alcohol and probably drink during that. And we're going to be on stream reviewing it together, and we're going to drink. And we'll use the breathalyzer to show exactly like how drunk each of us get. That could be fun. That'd be a fun little thing. So yeah, look forward to that on Valentine's Day.
Thank you for making me look better than I really am.
You still look like shit.
Vagina. Chicks and weak men with
Jeremy is
vaginas.
very soft. He once nuked his entire Twitter because people were making fun of his dumb tweets so much. Where did all my tweets go? I am changing my approach to Twitter. Fewer tweets, fewer fights, and more chonky dog and cat photos. This is about taking responsibility and taking action. I am very close to leaving Twitter altogether, but I think
You know what I did to make Twitter more pleasant for me? I got an add-on that just lets you block a person in one click by just clicking a button on their tweet. And so when I see someone say some dumb shit that pisses me off,
Welcome to capitalism, Medusa.
even if it's not about me, I just hit that button and my Twitter timeline gets a little bit better. Simple as that. I don't make a big deal about it. I don't cry about it and say, oh, I'm going to leave Twitter or whatever. That shit's fucking cringe, okay? Don't do that.
this will help. So many positive comments in here, but also loads of cancer too. Just proves I was right to do this. You sound like as big of a snowflake as the people you criticized. Jeremy has the amazing talent of turning things around into making himself look like the victim. He's the ultimate SJW. He once tried to cancel a fellow Magic the Gathering creator named Talarian College for saying it sounds like you traded up when replying to someone losing a follower on Twitter. Jeremy then makes a whole video saying how the guy supports political violence. Because of that one tweet, people then started calling the professor a Nazi, which upset him because he's Jewish. When the professor explained why that offended him, because he had family who died in the Holocaust, Jeremy immediately twisted into making himself the victim.
I received so many comments about Nazis and the Holocaust and my being one and what I'm doing. And, you know, most of my family died in concentration camps.
Did you just evoke concentration camps to strengthen your video about mean tweets?
No.
Shut the fuck up, you little virtue signaling pussy. What a pussy move, dude. Oh my fucking god. Dude, this is like, can you imagine if, like, I actually no, I can't even come up with a hypothetical as ridiculous as what the quartering is like even attempting to reference here. He really is just that insane. Oh, you remember that one thing where someone said fuck Hitler and he quote tweeted it and said there you have it, yikes.
Oh, he's saying why he's not a Nazi. Only Jeremy could twist it this way.
And, you know, most of my family died in concentration camps.
After the professor is done explaining how his family went through the Holocaust, Jeremy then makes a oven joke about roasting the professor.
I don't want to do... All right, fine, hold on. Looks like we're gonna have to roast the professor.
Very based. Jeremy...
Oh, and it was so slow too. There was no like, he didn't even try to do any like comedic timing or like editing or like he really could have just edited it so he really quickly put the sunglasses on and then it immediately cut to the CSI Miami intro thing. Like he really could have just done it. Like he could have actually made that joke and at least stuck the landing on it, but his delivery was dog shit. Like, you don't even have to attack the Semitism, guys. You don't even have to go after the anti-Semitism. Just go after how fucking horrible his delivery was, okay? That alone should give, honestly, death sentence for that. The death penalty for failing a joke that hard. It's a crime to comedy.
He's made tweets, videos, trying to cancel Hassan and Ethan for laughing at COVID deaths when he's done the exact same thing. I don't know if Jeremy actually cares about anything he says or if he just does it all for the grift. I'm going with the latter. Dude's a shill.
Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along?
What can one say about Jeremy? Well, they can say he's a grifter, how his content is low effort, how hypocritical he is, but most importantly, Jeremy's sentimental. I made some tweets pointing out the hypocrisy of his brand, and as you might be able to guess, he took offense to it. Actually, he took no offense to it. It didn't bother him at all. He wanted to show how little it bothered him by quote tweeting it several times and arguing with as many people as possible about how little it bothered him. He then leaked DMs of me from 2 years ago showing that I complimented him for helping out another YouTuber with something. I don't really remember what it was, but it seemed like it meant a lot to him, and I don't want to be the guy to take that away. I told him to clutch it, hang on to it, frame it on your wall. You will remember this as the before time. He then reiterated that he doesn't care and said, wish you the best, kid. I don't want any bad blood between me and Jeremy. That's why I'm extending the peace offer by giving him this. Yes, my DMs from 2 years ago framed. And unlike his tweet, I actually went through the effort of including the date. So
hey, that was the year when me and Willie Mack debated.
Right away. Shout out to the Patreon homies: Hellison, Phoebes, Crimson Glass, Zombie Fox, Riveter, Latchkey.
Hey, you know what? Listen, Willie Mack, I think his politics have probably changed a little bit since our debate. It seems that way, considering the fact that he was on good terms with Jeremy back when we had that debate, and now he's very much not and having these criticisms. I feel like his politics have possibly changed or evolved a little bit, redeemed. I don't like that language. Don't do that. Don't do that. That sounds very infantilizing to me. And almost like, or not to me, towards Willie Mack, and almost like a little bit too deifying towards me. It's a little bit cringe. Don't say he was redeemed or anything. I think he's just probably grown as a person, and his politics have probably evolved a little bit. This is just something that happens with age, and as you get older and time passes, your politics change a little bit. You grow up. It's natural. It's complete. I've done it, especially since then. You grow up, your politics change, and you get better at things, generally. You hope, at least. With all that said, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. It helps the channel and the stream and the video out a lot. Comment down below if you want to help out the channel and the video too. And of course, if you want to follow my social media, it's all linked down below in the description, of course, including my Instagram, Twitter, fan Discord. And of course, you can also support me financially by buying my merch, including, inspired by Willie Mack himself in the debate we had, my I Was Radicalized by Minecraft shirt. We actually turned a meme he used to make fun of me into a sort of like a channel meme after a while. And so we made it into merch. So go ahead and consider buying that shirt. We've also got tons of other cool merchandise from we got tank tops and t-shirts and mugs and hats and all sorts of cool shit. Go click that merch link down below. You can also support me on YouTube through my website, over on Twitch, and of course through Streamlabs and Patreon. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a good one.